My name is Sharon Shields, and I'm a professor at Vanderbilt University, and I'm a past president of NAGWS. I was really a lucky kid. On my first Christmas, I was 4 months old. My mom and dad gave me a football. Never quite understood that until later life. And it was really telling me very early on that I could do anything, even though girls did not play football. When I was in elementary school, the boys had a baseball team and I wanted a softball team. My principal told me, no, girls don't play softball. You can jump rope, you can go out and play on the swings, but we just don't have the equipment. I went home and my grandmother said, what are you going to do about it? I thought a couple of days and I went back and I asked the teacher. I said, is there any way that we can organize girls softball here? I was in the 3rd grade. She said, no, you can jump rope, you can play hopscotch, and you can go out and swing, but you can't play softball. We don't have the equipment. We really, girls just don't play that. I went back home and told my grandmother what the teacher had said, and she said, what are you going to do about it? Well, I decided that I really wasn't going to get anywhere with the administration of the school, but that my grandmother had a really great idea for me to take matters into my own hands. And so I went back home the next day and I said to her, I said, I think what I'm going to do about it is take my own bat, my own ball, and we need to make some bases. And I'm going to start a team, because they told me they didn't have the equipment, but we have the field and I have the players. And so I went back and organized the girls in my class, and I asked them to ask their parents for either their birthday or for Christmas to give them softball gloves. By the spring, all of us were fully outfitted with our gloves, our bats, and our balls. And I had pillowcases filled with sand for bases and drug it to school. From that point on, I learned that if I was going to really have the rights that I deserved, I would have to have a voice and take matters into my own hands. So over the years, I was pre-Title IX, and I'm now almost 60 years old, and I have played sport of some sort all of my life. Sometimes I had to make the opportunities happen for myself. I was the only woman on the men's track team at my college. I also played 3 women's sports at that time. I really believe that sport has taught me to have a conscience about social justice, to understand that we all have equitable rights, and to work for those, whether they're for ourselves or for others. Sport has meant so much to me in every decade of life, and now I find that it has framed my own vocation and profession. I look back and I've been a member of NAGWS for 42 years. I have watched NAGWS advocate for the rights of all girls and women, not only in this country, but around the globe. So I'm proud that I have been a person who very early on was supported and encouraged to be in sport.